Well, it's differential time. Part 2 of the Traxxas TRX-4 build series. In part 1, we built the transmission and the transfer case, as well as mounting the servo for the 2-speed transmission. Now, step 2, or the second section of the instructions, says it's time to do some differential work. Okay, so I just got the main part of the differential complete, and when I spin it, it feels nice and smooth, and it rotates at the top. So the next part of the build is going to be adding the bearings and a couple of other components on. Okay, so I've got both differentials built. They both feel very smooth, and I think now we can start doing the axles. It looks like the first one that we'll be doing is the rear axle assembly. We'll try to get the rear axle complete in this part, and then we'll probably do the front axle in the next episode. Okay guys, so I've been working on this for a while now. I've been down here for probably at least an hour and a half, and I've just been taking my time doing some stuff, doing some little clips. I had to let my camera charge a little bit, so that's why it kind of has been taking me a little while. But I've run into a problem, and it's not my fault. They do have this little pin that needs to be inserted. Here on the instructions you can see this pin, 2x12mm pin, needs to be inserted into the stub axle just right there, and then the portal output gear will go over that and lock on. Now this is not the defect that I've heard about a lot with a different gear that I've already gone past. That gear was fine, but this is a different defect, and basically this pin is 3mm instead of 2, and it will not fit inside of the stub axle. So I've called Traxxas, they're sending me a new one, they're sending me a whole gear set actually, which will contain this gear. So I will pick that up when that comes, but for now I'm going to finish the opposite side assembly, close that up, and we can have at least one side ready to go, and then we will pick it back up once we get that part. Well, it's a week later. Here's the gear set. Look on the back here. Transmission gears, 2x10.3mm pins. They're 2mm in diameter, but they are not 12mm, and we need 12. So it is time to make another call to Traxxas. Here we go, finally the right part. I gave them the part number 8269 from the exploded view of the TRX-4 that is included with the chassis kit. So now we finally got the 2x12mm pins. Unfortunately, it took a whole 2.5 weeks to get here, which kind of sucks, but we can finally get this show back on the road. So let's get back into finishing the rear axle. Alright everyone, here we go. The rear axle is finally complete. We're going to get part 3 in the making very, very quickly now. Hopefully there won't be any more speed bumps that we run into building this truck. Part 3 will be the front axle, so thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for hanging in there as this project, this specific task of this build was a little bit delayed, but we should be back on track now. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time on the RC Genius.